What do you see on Capitol Hill that you wish the general public ought to be aware of in terms of counter-lobbying to Israel's interests?
Well, first of all, I don't think people in the Jewish community are aware that CAIR, the Council of American Islamic Relations, has been following AIPAC's lead, and they have a summer program, and they have an all-year internship program where they place their people in congressional offices. I think it's really important that you realize this, that we in the Jewish community have been asleep at the wheel of history, while the Muslim American community has been taking notes and has been borrowing from our lead. In fact, 20 years ago, I saw some people from the Muslim Brotherhood at AIPAC. Now, I think it's extraordinarily important that we understand that, nature abhors a vacuum. And if we don't fill it with our young advocates that have to be there, 365 days a year, not just when the AIPAC Policy Conference occurs once a year, that, this vacuum is going to be filled up by the other side.
Is there something inherently troublesome about having Muslim interests lobbying on Capitol Hill?
Yes. I mean, if you were to read CAIR's website or the website of ISNA, the Islamic Society of North America, or any others, I think that you would realize that their motives, values, and objectives are totally inimical to what it is that the pro-Israel community wants. And it's very scary to think that you might be calling your member of Congress and a CAIR intern might be screening out the call.
What might that play out like?
Well, if, for example, there's a very important issue like the plans of the French to take the issue of Palestinian statehood to the Security Council, which we are not sure the Obama administration will veto. If there's an important issue like the Iranian nuclear deal, and you call any member of Congress, it is actually that these people are the bouncers. These people are the filter.
The doormen.
The doormen.
The gatekeepers.
The gatekeepers through which your message is getting through.
How would having Muslim American staffers in these places be different than having Jewish American staffers?
Well, we know that CAIR is an extraordinarily smooth and slick operation, and they make themselves into a Muslim anti-defamation league. But we have never seen an act of terrorism that CAIR has condemned, whether in Israel or around the globe. Their big thing is Islamophobia. And the Muslims are waging war with Western civilization. And if they're going to whitewash what's going on, and you have staffers that are very stealthily getting into different offices, different levels of our government. When the Muslims or radical Islam is declaring war on Western civilization, it is like having spies within our structure, our government structure.
Aside from Jonathan Pollard, do you believe that there are Jewish spies for Israel within the administration or our government? I mean, Jonathan, who's been released after 35 years.
Yes, no, I don't believe
Do you believe
any such thing. I don't believe any such thing. I mean, I think every American Zionist that I know, every Zionist that I know, wants a strong and secure United States of America, and our interests are totally the same.
Aligned.
Yes, aligned.
Jewish, do Jews put American allegiance first?
Do Jews put American allegiance first? I think so. And certainly, if they're working at a place like the FBI or a place where there's intelligence, they swear an oath to this country, and I think that they mean it. I think there's a real difference between Judaism and Christianity and Islam, because Islam has the concept of taqiyya, to say exactly what it is that people want to hear, and to whitewash Islam. So I don't believe that Jews have ever ever posed a threat to this country. It's not as though that we have Jews, bombing the World Trade Center, or Jews taking down daycare and welfare centers in San Bernardino, or going into Brussels or Paris. I mean, we are on the same side of this fight, and I think it's about time that our government understands and appreciates that, and don't give Jewish employees undue scrutiny.